So I ain't gonna lie. Another album that I want to talk about briefly, or as briefly as I can, is I feel like I've waited long enough. I haven't said anything about it on social media, but I want to talk about the Carter Six. The Carter Six. Listen, I feel like as a Wayne fan, anybody who's a Lil Wayne fan should feel disrespected by this album. I feel like this is a sign that Wayne. I mean, unfortunately, I think Wayne needs to stop. And when I say stop, I mean stop. I mean no tours, no songs, not even features, bro. Like you need to stop. Like here's the thing about the Carter Six. People tried to hype it up when it first came out because they're just such diehard Wayne fans. First of all, I don't think anybody's more of a diehard Wayne fan than me. I've been listening to Wayne since, like I said, I mean, I'm born 95, so a lot of his time as the Hot Boys was before my era. So when I started really listening to Wayne was like 2005. So I guess that's when Carter 1 or Carter 2 was probably out. But ever since then, heavy Wayne fan. So this was not it. People were hyping it up because they, were trying to redeem it somehow. They were trying to, well, it's just the beats, Lil Wayne's verses were still good. No, listen, bro. Listen. And I even heard T-Pain say, I heard a bunch of good raps over, bad beats, bro. They weren't even good raps. Like, this is not the Wayne that we as Wayne fans deserve. And then, put it like this, I feel like this album would have been better if it was called anything other than Carter 6. I feel like as a Wayne fan, when you hear a new Carter album coming out, you expect quality. You expect top notch. Like Carter 1 classic, Carter 2 classic, Carter 3 phenomenal, probably Wayne's best album. Carter 4 classic. Carter 5, now listen, we understood what was going on around the time the Carter 5 was supposed to really come out. So it ended up not coming out until 4 years after its original date. So the Carter 5, we kind of gave you a pass on it, Wayne. We kind of understood, okay, some of the songs might not be as good, but we still enjoyed it because we were just happy to have it. But there was no reason why the Carter 6 should have been what it was. The songs were trash. Wayne might have had, to me, Carter 6 has, out of 19 songs, Carter 6 has 1.5 good songs. I say 1.5 because you have one full good song, which is the first real song on the album, Welcome to the Carter. I like that. It was cool. I like that. That was a solid intro to the album, but it was literally all downhill from there. The only one where I say it's a half is Banned from NO. I like your verse. I don't like the beat. I feel like that beat is a legendary beat, a classic hip hop beat that you probably shouldn't have touched. As a matter of fact, I think you already did a version of this song years ago. So I don't know why you felt like you needed to do it again, but you did it worse than you did the first time. But anyway, yeah, I like your verses, but you shouldn't have touched that beat. So like I said, out of the 19 songs on this album, only 1.5 of them were good. Once again, I felt like if this was called I'm Not a Human Being 3, I would have been like, all right, cool, or anything else. But the fact that you called it Carter 6 and it was this bad shows that it was no thought that went into it. And for all you Wayne fans or Carter 6 fans who are defending this album, I'm gonna tell you how even Wayne knows this album was bad because you don't got a single for the album. You don't got no videos for the album. The album been out since like what? It came out in June. It's about to be no, it's October 1st today. So it's October. That's 5 months. 5 months since, no, I'm sorry, 4 months since the album came out. We don't have one music video for the album. When I was a little young to remember this, but when I don't know if Wayne had singles before Carter. I'm sure he did. I'm sure Carter 1 and Carter 2 had singles. I think Fireman was the single for Carter 2 before the album came out, and I think Go DJ was the single before Carter 1. But I definitely remember Carter 3 had Lollipop. But I'm talking about singles before the album dropped. You had Lollipop, and I want to say even a Millie came out before the album as a single. Then you had Carter 4. You had 6 foot, 7 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot came out in like January of 2011, and the album didn't come out until like July or August. So you had 6 foot, 7 foot come out before the album. Then I believe How to Love came out before the album as well. So you had 2 singles before Carter 4, and plethora of videos. Then Carter 5, I think Carter 5. So Carter 5 had the initial release single, which was Believe Me with Drake. That came out before it was supposed to drop in 2014. Then it ended up getting, delayed for 4 more years. But then even after it got delayed, I believe the new version of the album had a single. Let me go back and see, because we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We had, I want to say Uproar was the single for this album. But yeah, so yeah, all these other Wayne albums had singles before the album dropped. And then even after the album dropped, you had singles coming out and you had videos. So that when an artist puts out a body of work and then they do promotion for it, they drop singles, they drop videos, they go on tour, all of that lets you know the artist cares about this body of work. Wayne don't care about Carter 6. Wayne did nothing. The only thing Wayne did for Carter 6, he had that album release party where he did that show, and I want to say it was Madison Square Garden. He did a show, and he brought out LL Cool J to perform "Rock the Bells," I believe. And he did a couple. He performed some songs. And I think he brought out. I heard he brought out Corey Guns. I didn't watch the show. I wasn't there. But I heard he brought out Corey Guns as well, which is cool. So, but besides that, that was really the only promotion Wayne did for the album outside of some lazy, probably AI social media posts. But yeah, I remember, this is how you know the album. This is how you knew Wayne knew the album was bad. The trailer for the album, when he was quote unquote promoting the album, he was playing music from the Carter 3. Why are you playing music from 17 years ago to promote an album that you have coming out? That don't make sense. So that was already like a telling sign for me. I'm like, oh yeah, this album probably ain't gonna be. And then when it came out, it just confirmed everything that I thought. So yeah, Wayne knew this album was bad. He know the album bad. And I haven't been keeping up with his tour too much, but from what I've heard, the tour isn't doing that good as far as crowd reaction. I believe he did sell out some shows. I'm not sure. I believe he did sell out some shows, but from the videos that I've seen on social media, it's not going good as far as what the crowd was expecting from the tour. Like I see he's doing like some rock music or whatever like that. You don't even have really no rock songs on this album. So it's like, bro, I understand. Now I understand when an artist goes on tour, he's not strictly he's not strictly confined to only new music. Of course, you can perform whatever you want, especially your old hits. But bro, if you just had an album coming out, why would you not perform songs off that album? Like, why would that not be your focus? Like, yeah, you can, perform a few classics here and there, but if I just drop an album, bro, I'm performing that album. But anyway, yeah, so Wayne knew the album was bad. He played in our face. This album is a spit in the face to all real Wayne fans. And you either, Wayne, you either got to do better or you got to get gone.